Hey guys, good morning. I feel like moving this into the garage because that was cool. All right, so good morning, fellow viewers. So in our yesterday's live, we talked about today actually being about gang stalking, and I want to talk to you guys. Let me get some coffee. Give me one second. Alrighty. Hey Bree, how's it going? So let me close the door. So I have been up working on a new video about gang stalking. And listen, the one thing that all targets have problems with is that whenever we record a gang stalking activity, no one is gonna see it. Like only targets are able to understand that. So I have the opportunity where I am talking to a target in Las Vegas, and this person is sending me the videos. So the reason that I never posted any of my personal experiences of gang stalking was because when I looked at them, I just never saw. I knew that people were not going to be able to understand. I didn't understand the concept of gang stalking enough to tell my story. So I am being, by the will of God, or whatever it is that you can call it. Hey Ron, hey Mr. Wise. So is it Mr. or Mrs.? Mr. Yeah. So a fellow target in Vegas is sending me his videos. And so I'm working on right now I'm working on a video where I am playing the videos, the evidence of this person. And I am also explaining what the target is seeing and why the target sees that. So AK right now is being, I believe that AK is being prepared to be a target. Like the worst hasn't come yet. And that's the thing. That that gang stalking is something that can be easily dismissible. I am not gonna be doing that for a really long time because I already know that whenever gang stalkers know what I'm doing, a lot of those people are gonna start sending videos that are just recordings. And I know that I am gonna get bombarded with fake videos. I already know that. So right now, this channel is not big enough for me to start getting fake videos. But I know that's gonna happen. So for like 1 month or not so long, I'm gonna accept gang stalking evidence for like 1 month. So like if you're a target, tell me your story. Send me all your evidence, even if you don't think, even when you not don't when you believe that people are not gonna believe you. That doesn't matter because you're not gonna tell it. I'm not gonna say who you are. I'm just gonna say where you're from. I'm gonna change every detail about you, and I'm gonna post your evidence and I'm gonna give your story and I'm gonna explain the videos. So what happened, Bree? What did you retract your message? Well, that's the thing is that I know that I'm already like a step ahead of what's gonna happen. So as soon as this video, the information on this video gets out, oh, okay, well, whatever you think. So whenever gang stalkers are aware of what I'm doing, I'm gonna start getting a lot of fake emails with just recordings of videos. And what's gonna happen is that they're gonna be like not even real, and they're gonna use those to make me appear stupid. If you know what I mean, to make me look like I'm crazy. Oh, the crazy guy with the YouTube channel. And the gang stalker's gonna start like being like, oh, so let's just send him whatever videos, and he's gonna make a story out of it. So that's exactly what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna take in like, I think this is I'm only gonna do one case right now, and I'm gonna work with AK from Vegas. So that's the one case that I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna be taking V through some of my voice records got fucked around with. Really cool too. Don't know if you saw the one I removed. I didn't see it. Well, what I'm gonna do is that I am gonna literally just take one target at a time. Like on the Gangstalking playbook is gonna be me publicizing a target story. I think that would be a really good project because I feel invested with a person, and we spoke on the phone, and what the person was saying I connected with, and the fact that I'm still getting the videos, and the story behind it's all squaring up, like it's all making sense. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm just gonna be focusing on one target because these gang stalking situations are so much, and it's so hard to prove that only one person at a time I can handle with. And right now, since I'm also doing the mind's eye, let's see. I saw a video where you said NRM is not real. What are your current opinion, or do you not have NRM so you can understand it? So, remote neural monitoring. Okay, so Jack is a Jacques Duong. Are you French? Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you. So it feels like it's remote neural monitoring. It actually, I have a video on one of my the earlier parts of my channel. But remote neural monitoring and gang stalking isn't real. It is that and let me tell you why. There is a way to manipulate the mind of people to think, to interpret, to reinterpret something that is being said to the person in another way. So like if someone says, oh, I love you, and someone does a particular psychological cue, you're gonna hear the voice in your mind that says you're fucking awful. So there is conditioning that can be done for targets to hear voices. I know this because I retrained my mind with these techniques to say something else. So this is something that I'm training I have trained myself to hear, but gangstalkers train you to hear certain voices. And right now I am doing all these exercises where I am trying to understand more about it. So let's say, let me show to you the video that I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you the actual video, but I'm gonna show you the screen, the thumbnail, so that you understand what I'm talking about. And give me 1 second. Blah blah blah. Videos. Can I search it here? Remote. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, yeah. Show me. I will see things. But I'm in the nightmare living it while it's not happening to me. So, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here it is. So, this video is from 7 months ago. So like about 7 months, I posted a bunch of videos about it. And look, so there's that one with the little pyramid. And then there is that one. And this one. This one. So I also cover direct energy weapons and listen. Right now, I am training myself to hear voices whenever I snap my fingers. And it's already beginning to happen. So whenever I need to make a choice, right? Like let's say that I wanna not study. And I know I have to study. So I tell myself every time I snap my fingers, I tell myself, do it, you better study. And guess what's happening now? I've been doing this for a couple of days. For a couple of days, dude. Whenever I have to make a choice, I snap my fingers and I have a thought, you better study. And now every time I do this, every time I snap my fingers, I hear the thought that I had whenever I snap them. So so I am conditioning myself to have a particular thought depending on the situation and the sound. So the cue produces a thought. It's insane. It's insane, but this is the truth, dude. Like anyone that wants to understand gangstalking can do this on him or herself. So because I have been getting gangstalked for like 7 years, I can make these changes happen really, really fast. But when I was getting gangstalked, it took like until after a couple of years that I began hearing voices, But so like if you're a normal person, it can't take you like if you're a normal person. If you are a person who hasn't been targeted before, you will probably, like, if you really want to experience it, you can do the training to yourself. Yeah, so the purposeful thought interruption is also so that, so listen, whenever you hear a bang, wherever it happens, there's times where even if you're far away, you're gonna feel your body move, like your body's gonna respond. And that means that you are hypersensitive to coughing and to knocking. So like when someone does this, in spite of you, and you have a thought like, oh, that's on purpose, you're gonna notice it more than ever. So like, look, let me show you a type of training. Whenever you hear a knock, think, my pussy, and laugh. Or any stupid thought. Like, put an image of a cortex on your mind or something stupid, something to make you laugh. And every time you hear a knock, pull the image of a, I don't know, of a clown or something. That way, the knocking invokes a clown in your mind's eye, and you don't think of gangstalkers. So you can literally change that. You can literally change the conditioning to mean something else. It's so easy. So all you have to do is think of something else whenever you're actually getting gangstalked. So like when someone coughs, I the coughing, I change it to, oh, the dick was too big and they couldn't deep throat. And I began laughing. Whenever I heard that, I think, oh, they just did a line of coke, So I was like repurposing all the cues to something funny, and my gangs fucking changed. My gangs fucking changed. The whole operation changed. It became a fucking joke because I changed all the tactics. I changed everything that I would think of. So, gang stalking is mind control. That's it's actual real mind control. It really is. It's incredible. It's so incredible. Like when you are, there's a point where your mind is completely controlled by gang stalking, and you feel like there is no exit. Like you feel that every single part of your body is like tied in. Like it's not under your control. You're not controlling it. Your mind is controlling you. There is a particular sensation where your mind is controlling you, where there just is, where your mind is literally controlling your body, and it is so insane because you just can't escape it, and then and then you feel this force moving your eyes, and that's why people think, oh, and that's why people say, oh, I think it's oh it's remote neural monitoring or some type of technology. And the thing is that it feels like it's a technology. It feels like it's just so surreal. It feels like your body is taking over by some type of force, but it's actually your mind. It's actually really good psychological manipulation. You can be done so that your mind controls your body, and your body and your mind can be controlled by cues and by movements of people. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, but it's real, dude. It's so real. So okay, so now let's go. So now, all classics, changing those contexts, like when they talk to you in double speak. Yeah, classics are like like a something that I did that was funny was when I was getting stalked, right? Give me 1 second. Well, and then my coworker Oscar, he literally told me, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a 10." And by that, like he meant his 10-minute break. But then by that time, I had been conditioning to think of other cues as against the stalkers and not against me. That whenever my coworker Oscar said, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a 10," I laughed because I thought, oh, he's gonna go take a 10-inch dick, and it was fucking hysterical. Let's see. I'm gonna see what the comments are saying. Oh my god, guys, my skin is looking so much better. Holy shit, dude. Do you guys remember that I looked like shit like a couple of days ago? I still look a little tired, but I've been up since like since 5 today. Let's see. Jax and I saw a video where you said RNM is not real. What is your current opinion? Do you have and you don't have RNM so you can understand it? Okay, I will answer that. And you're doing the right things so that you can live a healthy life. You're learning to live with this. Yeah, yeah. Show me. I will see. Thanks. But I'm in the nightmare living it while that's now happening to me. Oh, hey, can I say who you are? Well, not like your name or anything, but I'm gonna just tell everyone that we're that what our project is. Is that cool? Let me know. So guys, AK is here, just FYI. But I'm in the nightmare living it while it's not happening to me. I'm going to have to get to where you are in order to move forward with my life. And by the way, is anyone from Vietnam or nearby? I feel so lonely. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Yeah, the gangstalkers next door to me are always coughing or knocking on the walls, banging on the door. Yes, yes, I live here. They were out here. Besides one of the two neighbors, they were recruited. They're all trying to get me kicked out of where I live. Management is working with pre left all that. They'll live where I'm at. I'm just now that I'm in the end. I'm changing my tactics. But but what about when you're in it? See what I mean? Me too. All classification context. I'm not allowing myself to have those thoughts, but the actual harassment is what's harming my mental state. I don't have V2K, but I get the thoughts broadcasted to people near me. Where I go, my family also joins the harassment. Oh my thoughts. So, okay, so Jax, that's an illusion. I live the same thing. No one can read your thoughts. It feels like it. So, is it because they say the words that you're thinking? So that, oh god, I have been out of that for so freaking long. Oh my god. Let me tell you, the whole game of gangstalking is where gangstalkers are trying to they look at what you're doing, they look at what you're looking at, and they are playing a game of trying to guess the word that you're thinking. And you're gonna try so hard. So gangstalkers have been observing you for a long time. And there's this game where they're trying to figure out what fucking word they can say that indicates to you that they know what you're thinking. So that's the game. So just know, regardless of what they say, regardless of what gang stalkers do, gang stalking cannot know what you're thinking. So even when gang stalkers, even when perpetrators say a word that you literally just thought, don't react. Just don't. And you're gonna so listen, do this, and then you're gonna know that they don't know shit. And listen, and they're gonna and some people are gonna come up to you and try to ask you, oh, what are you thinking about? What is it? What is that? If otherwise, they must already been how do you say, been asked you those questions. Like someone maybe directly or indirectly did. Maybe a person is gonna start saying you might encounter gang stalkers saying the for words that you use often. And in the beginning it's gonna be expressions that you use, so that and then once you start changing the way that you express yourself, you're gonna feel that it's just gonna get annoying when people start using your words. And the thing is that when people start using your words, you're gonna feel like, oh, they're doing it on purpose. But the truth is that is that everyone uses a bunch of words all the time. So if gang stalkers are beginning to say the words that you're thinking, don't change your vocabulary. Keep saying the same words. Keep saying the same words. Like I used to say a lot. Oh wow, like a lot, and then gang stalkers began saying that around me. If you change your vocabulary, you are telling them that you already that means that you already bait the hook. That means you already took the bait. Because by changing the way that you express yourself, you're telling gang stalking that you already noticed that perpetrators are copying your vocabulary. That is a tactic used in order for you to tell gang stalkers that you are already noticing them. So if you never change the words that you use, you never change your mannerisms, and you never react to any word that anyone says that could be a word that you just were just literally thinking, they're not gonna know what to do. So this is what you do. This is what's gonna happen. Gang stalkers are gonna be like, they're gonna try to guess the words that you're thinking. Though if you say a word and you react and you look at them, you're already gonna tell them that they caught them, that they're already synchronizing with you. So even if gang stalkers say a word that you're thinking, do not react. Do not change the word. Do not look at anyone. So the moment that you look at a gang stalker's eyes, when they get a word that you just thought, you are confirming to them that they got one. So, whenever a gang stalker is saying a word that you're thinking, don't look at anyone. Don't look at a gang stalker. Don't look around. Don't be surprised. Even if you feel like your body gets cold, even if you have a thought, oh fuck, they know what I'm thinking. Don't look at anyone. Looking at gang stalkers confirms that you took the bait. I'm sorry. So when you look at a gang stalker, then you're telling them without you knowing that you took the bait. That they ding ding that they got one right. So if you're getting gang stalked, don't look at gang stalkers. If you feel that they said something on purpose, don't look at them. Just fucking don't. Ignore them like you didn't hear anything. Like you didn't hear anything, you didn't feel anything. Don't look at anyone. Just keep on your day, ignoring like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened. If you confirm to them words, even if gang stalkers already are being on the tee with the words that you're thinking, don't look at them. Because the moment that you look at gang stalkers, they're gonna be like, okay, we got one. Hey, how's it going? Marine, welcome to the channel. Welcome to, I was gonna say the Gangstalking Playbook. Well, to the mind's eye, this is the Gangstalking Playbook broadcast right now. But right now, we're transitioning to the mind's eye. If you didn't know, this channel was about gang stalking, about people who were getting followed, and I went through that, and I'm already over it. I learned a lot, and I'm sharing those experiences with others. So thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the show. And that's the thing, is that you cannot tell anyone with your eyes, with your glance, that you took the bait. Now, let's see what else we have here. Changing those contexts. Okay, so now changing the context. So, doublespeak. So, if your target, you have been sensitized to understand everything, to change the perception of words that are said to you. So, like, for example, To me, I was being told the bundle of sticks F word, and there was a time where, look, I'm gonna tell you how the conditioning for the F bundle of sticks conditioning happened. I was at work. I was working at O'Reilly Auto Parts, and I was just like walking around, and then a customer literally just walked around and said the F bundle of sticks, the offensive way of calling out a gay person. That starts with an F. And when a person calls you that and says that by you and whispers, that's gonna make anyone uncomfortable. So all of a sudden, everyone at work was whispering the same freaking word. And what that does is that after that, customers began saying, "Oh, I forgot." But notice that the word "forgot" wasn't said with accentuation as "forgot." The accentuation was on the A, on the first O. Forgot. What does that sound like? What is? Oops, I forgot. What does that sound like? If you have been hearing the word FAGGOT, so the word forgot was being yelled out inside of the store, like if it sounded like the word, like the gay F word. So this is the conditioning. So whenever this happens, then when that happens, a lot of customers in the store began forgetting things. So the conditioning of hearing the word, or how can I say this? I'm gonna say I'm gonna say well, no, so that's the thing, is that you are conditioned to hear FAGGOT, but then people are gonna start pushing the word, "Oh, I forgot," or "forget." You know, there's gonna be a slow introduction of the "forgot" to for you to hear "forget." You know what I mean? And the thing is that you're gonna hear these gang stalkers. When let's say when I'm looking at the computer, like, you're gonna hear a lot of whispers like "asshole," or different meaning. So that's gonna happen. Like, that's gonna happen a lot of times. So, like, I remember that, like, I was called a whore so many times. I remember that I was helping a guy with a fucking oil filters. So you are conditioned to interpret one word that is common dialect as an insult. So, for example, in auto parts, so I'm gonna tell you about the whore. So there was a moment, same thing. I'm gonna tell you about the whore word. So at work we take in course. Like, if you need if you take a, well, at my ex work, I stopped there because everyone was fucking involved. Oh, so mad. Well, if you have a car and you have bought auto parts, they charge you a core charge. So a core charge is like you get charged for a car. And, like, if you have an alternator, you pay for the old alternator because that's worth money. So if an alternator is $200 and there is a core charge of $50, you have to pay the $200 plus the core charge plus the tax if you do not have the core. So then after you pay all the money and the core charge, you bring in your old alternator and you get the core charge back, the $50. So in auto parts, the so the brake boosters, the turbines or the turbos, the alternators, starters, all those have cores. The batteries, they all have core charges. Oh my god, I haven't started my car in forever. I hope my car starts up. Oh my, I think that might bad. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that once I'm done here. I haven't used my car in like 3 days and I know I need a new battery. Okay, so blah 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 core charge. Oh, so before I was sensitized to the core to the core word to understand it as whore. Same thing. I literally had a customer, this fucking old ass Filipino guy. He was literally like that, and I was fucking helping the motherfucker. I was helping him, and he literally like I was like, oh, here's your filter. And he just looked like me and he was like, whore, like that, guys. He literally told me, he fucking called me a whore, just like that. And I was like, okay, what the fuck is up with this guy? But then all of a sudden, like, I began hearing whore. Like, everyone in the store was calling me a whore, but in whispers. So in Gangstalking, people make you believe that you're hearing things by whispering words when their mouth is facing away from you. So like that way you don't know, you never know who's saying that. Yeah, muscle spasms. Yeah, I still have them. They're a lot less though, but I'm having them because I'm doing. So as I run the channel, I am trying other theories other the psychology aspects that I'm telling you guys that are real. Those are concepts that I have already proven that I'm right. So everything about gang stalking, I'm proving to myself by experimentation on me. That is why I can reuse all these psychological tricks to help people, because I have experimented with all these tactics on myself. And so if you're getting the spasms, well, there's two options. One, if you're doing drugs, spasms are a natural part of drugs. It's gonna happen if you consume drugs. So stop that. Don't do drugs. Second, if whenever you hear a word and people say or the slams, whenever you say a word, your body's gonna have a reaction. So like if you hear a code word, you might not be aware of it either. So if you hear a code word or you feel like an emotion that it was tied to a bang, you're gonna get a spasm whenever you hear the code word. Not always, but you will. Spasms are either drug induced or they are because of the training. Either of those two. That's it. But there is no machine that does that. If you're getting pain, you need to recalibrate your shadow. So, shadow recalibrating. So, we're going to talk about the mind tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the shadow. So, the shadow is a part of the mind. So, tomorrow's live is going to be about the mind's eye. It is not going to be about gang stalking. So tomorrow, just know that I'm talking about the mind. But if you are a target, it's gonna help you. So I recommend for you to check it out tomorrow, same time at 9. I meant to say code, CODE, not cord. Sorry, if I'm talking fast, I get taken away by my excitement of this because I'm super excited to be dispelling all this truth, you know. So, oh my god, am I officially a Karen now? Okay, so, oh, so as I was saying, so gang stalkers are gonna make you believe that you're hearing voices by whispering when they're facing away from you. So again, so let's say that I'm here, right? So this is conditioning for you to actually hear voices. So let's say that I'm still here, right? So pretend that like my coffee cup is me. Pretend that I'm the coffee cup. And I'm like the gang stalker, right? And I'm like walking by and I'm like, let's say that I'm facing that way. Or that my cup is facing me. So let's imagine that this is me. So like that I'm here instead of my cup, but I'm facing myself. And I'm a gang stalker. So I'm gonna walk right next to me, and whenever I am past myself, I'm gonna be like, whore. So that's gonna happen so many times. And so often that is a programming for me to hear whore whenever someone walks by me. So what that training is gonna do is that whenever someone walks by me, I'm literally gonna be hearing the word whore. And I'm gonna believe that the person that just walked by me whispered it. Because that is exactly what gang stalking conditioning is. That is exactly what it does. It is psychological programming for you to hear something very particular. Or to have a very particular series of thoughts. So that's what gang stalking is. Now, does anyone have any other questions? Let's see. For real, what the fuck? Lately, I've been having muscle spasms. Does gang stalking happen more in retail buildings, especially Walmart? You know, I have had experiences. My first gang stalking operation was, oh my god, was at the 99 cent store that is already the retail store that is already closed, and Costco. I literally remember that I was walking through the aisles and there were people running outside of the aisles, like on my peripheral vision. So all of those things are subjective to your current situation, because like for me, I had a job and I was working at auto parts, so all my gang stalking was done at work or at the gym, and that's it. You know, I fucking stretch these fucking shirts so much that they look like like I have fucking tits. Look, it just fucking look awful. I hate these shirts. Ugh. So, so gang stalking will happen, and if there is no other way around for gang stalking to get you, they're gonna get you wherever they can. No, gang stalkers are just normal people, but they're gonna make like so they're gonna try to convince you that there is like a face that gang stalkers make. So like they're gonna tell you that they're gang stalkers via their facial expressions in the beginning, and this is gonna happen so that whenever you see any other person making the same facial expression, you automatically assume that that person is a gang stalker. But gang stalkers are normal people, and it depends on what story they were told about you. So I don't know why I got gang stalked. I have no idea. I have no idea. And honestly, I don't care But I only care because I have this now. So this is like Gangstalking was like the best thing that could have happened to me. It wasn't in the beginning, but once I was getting the hang of it, it was the best thing because I learned so much. And so the things that Gangstalking kills you psychologically, it breaks you down psychologically, because the entire time you're supposed to be wondering, what have I done? Oh my god, what have I done? So part of the gang stalking is you not knowing what you did. So when you don't know what you did, you're constantly and continuously asking yourself, what happened? What happened? What did I do? What did I not do? What did I do to deserve this? Why? And that's exactly what happened. So there's this book called Battle for the Mind, where in the book a doctor tells you about tactics that were done in order to break down people, in order to brainwash them. And one of them was telling them the exact same thing. You know what you did, or you're gonna pay for what you did, or you fucked with the wrong person, or whatever. Shit like that. And that in itself, is meant to make you break yourself down. Do gang stalkers respond well to your commands? How would they respond if you ask them to explain what is in their pocket or some other intrusive question? You know, I confronted a gang stalker one time, and this is why. I was at the gym exercising, and he went like this, and he just went. And he was it was obvious. He was like this, pointing his fucking phone at me. And the next day, I went up to him and I was like, hey, what the fuck were you recording me, dude? And he said, what are you talking about? And he was like, I fucking saw you put your fucking phone, pointing straight fucking at me and smiling while you fucking looked at me. What the fuck were you recording me? He was like, what? And then he was just like, you can look at my phone. I wasn't recording you at all. And I was like, well, I don't have time to look at your fucking phone, but you better not fucking do that again. And that was that. So that's what you do. You have to confront the person, and you have to be really loud. And you have to make it obvious that even regardless of not, it was true. You say out loud what he did that made you think that he was recording you. And you make him explain to you why. So then explain to me, why the fuck were you pointing your phone at me and smiling and pause there if you weren't recording? What else could you possibly be fucking doing? You said that. And guess what? That never happened again. Not once for like the following 2 years. Not one time. Well, not in public. At work, it happened, but they were really trying to disguise it. Like they were actually on the phone. Like they weren't doing it. Obvious, they weren't doing it like this anymore. They stopped that because of that confrontation. So, listen, you can't defend yourself, but you have to go fucking out wild, and you have to make it obvious. Then why the fuck were you looking at your fucking phone, pointing at me, and fucking smiling your ass off while looking at me? Explain that to me. And that's gonna take care of it. And this is the thing, is that, look, this is gonna be hard to explain, but you have to get mad, and you have to make the gang stalker appear like a stupid asshole. And listen, they're gonna try their best to make you look stupid or to make you feel stupid. But don't. Dude, so that's exactly what I did, and I only did it once. Only one time. And never again I had to deal with it. That's because gang stalkers are pussies. But let me tell you, you are gonna get so tired of getting angry at people that you're just gonna get tired of getting angry because like your all your I remember that my anger, I was out of it. I exhausted my anger. I was just done feeling angry. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I just kept going with my life, but I still kept living my gang stalking situation. I still kept living it. But it led me to this. So one thing that I said is that I am never ever gonna appear like a crazy person. Never. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything on social media. I'm not gonna do anything that has to do with gang stalking. And I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see what the fuck happened. Like I didn't know anything. And people who saw me, I'm sure they were like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? You know? But I don't care. Because I had other plans for that situation. And the plans were realizing this channel. This is what I wanted. This is what I stayed in San Diego. And this is why I said absolutely nothing for all those years. Because I had to be a good target where I would have to be able to understand everything to a point where I could explain it to people. Okay, let's see. My situation seems a bit more complicated. Gang stalker is only one wall away from me on 4 sides. Family. How can they know how I feel in real time? Even when I have a dizzy spell and they immediately tease, so dizzy, well, I don't even show dizziness. Seems unwise to confront them in a serious manner. Seems better to ask them questions in a friendly manner if you're sincere and truly understanding the truth of the gang stalker phenomenon. Seems more info would be collected by being friendly and ultimately friend with respected gang stalkers wouldn't be one. Well, look, I was the friendliest non-confrontational person you have ever met. If you're friendly, everyone is just gonna tell you you're imagining things. You're imagining things. You're crazy. Being friendly in a gang stalking situation is not gonna help you. But you have to be careful whom you are rude to. If it's someone that you have never met that is being rude to you, yeah, be fucking rude back. Because you still have to defend yourself as a human being. However, if it's someone that's usually your friend, then you have to be really careful. Because it could be either that your perception has been messed with, or your friend is not actually your friend. I had to step away from people because I was intercepted by gang stalkers so that I wouldn't have fun with people. So gang stalkers were always chasing me down because how I was kept into the gang stalking was by keeping me looking for sexual relief, because I haven't been able to like finish with someone in like 3 years. For real. I haven't. Like 3 years, dude. But I learned to feel a lot of pressure only with my pleasure, with my mind, that I have no need. So that was the last thing that was tying me to the gang stalking, was the sex, was my look for sexual relief. That is the actual thing that was driving me crazy. Why would you do that, Mr. 33-year-old? It makes, like, why would anyone listen to you and do what you ask them to? Like, who cares? You're just a stranger to them. There's no reason for anyone to do what you say. So let me see. What about the dizziness? When I have this spell. So why don't you spend the time recording yourself, Juck, when you're feeling dizzy? Because I'm sure that you're telling them that you're getting dizzy one way or another, and you probably don't notice. Like when in Gangstalking, whenever someone says whenever someone says a word that gets to you, like me, when someone used to say a word that would get to me, I would turn my head to the left. I just would. And I don't understand. So I don't. So also, well, disregard that because I'm actually unsure about that. But what I do know is that you are confirming to the gang stalkers what you think via your body, one way or another. How do we get it to stop? Do you think they were involved? So prolific endeavors, no, gang government is not involved. But there are people that are going to be in the police that are going to harass you, because targets are the entertainment of the town. Because listen, everyone hates their job. Most people hate their jobs, and they're there 8 hours a day. They somehow need to get entertained. And how else then a bunch of sadistic people are gonna just may have fun with making someone crazy? It's entertainment for the entire town. That's it. That's it, man. Prolific, just curious, why do you want it to stop? Do you ever find my gang stalking already stopped because I cut off ties with anyone who was involved in gang stalking. And now I have absolutely no need to speak to anyone that is involved in gang stalking. No need. So, gang stalking for me is over, not because it's over, not because gang stalkers are not targeting me anymore, but because I finished the game. Because I know every single way that gang stalkers have access to me, and I'm not giving anyone access to me because I'm too busy. And I have made my life to such a way where I don't have to deal with anyone, where I'm the only one that is in control. So, do I want it to stop? I could care less, because to retarget me is so much work. Because I'm busy, I have no time to think of anything, or to pay attention to anyone other than you guys, and other than my YouTube channel, and other than making my videos. Because I don't care about gang stalking. I only care it because I only care for it because I have to learn something about it. I already did, and now I'm living my life with the gifts that gang stalking gave me. If gang stalkers want to try to condition me, come on, baby. I don't give a fuck. Try me. I don't care. I'm fucking down. But let me tell you, it is not gonna be easy. How do the gang stalkers communicate with each other? Just like text or like whatever. It's not as perfect as you might think. I'm so sorry, Bree, that you went through that. Oh shit. In person, no. I don't know any targeted individual in person. I don't. What I do is that right now I am helping one target to understand. He was here. I'm referring him to AK as AK. We're gonna have a video of AK's evidence in this channel in about an hour. So please be waiting for it. And well, my hour is up. I actually have other work to do other than finishing the video. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really appreciate you guys, and I really, really, really enjoy having this conversation with you. I hope that you guys have a blessed day. I love you all, and have a fantastic and beautiful rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow we're talking about the mind, and we're talking about the shadow.